Okay folks, hello, welcome back again to The Long Dark. This is video number 19, and we have actually got the numbers right now, having proudly proclaimed in the last video that I actually had the numbers right. I didn't, I got it wrong again, so we are now actually correct. We're in number 19. Where did we leave off last time? Well, let's just bring up the menu and have a quick look at the journal. We moved to Coastal Highway. That was the big event in the last video. We finally left Mystery Lake. We flew the nest, and we moved to Coastal Highway. We had to find a wolf off not long after we got there. Didn't take much doing actually, ran away very easily. So we're now ready to explore. We are in the log sort, I think it is, the little cabin here. We've just slept through the night, so we're pretty much ready to go. We've got 12 hours of daylight left, and we've completely raided this building. We've gone through everything and we've pulled out everything, and here in the doorway I've left a nice little cache of things to come back and get later that I'm not going to carry with me now. So let's head outside. I think, if my memory serves me, there's actually a trailer or something else attached to this. Oh, it's a bit misty out here. Actually, I don't think there is. No, I don't think there is. I think I'm thinking of the fishing hut. Oh yes, there is. Here it is. Here it is. I am right. So let's just quickly nip in here and just see. Ooh, hang on, what was that? A pry bar. Well, we'll take it. We don't need it because we've already got one, but we'll leave it in the trailer. At least then we know where it is. Quick loop around. Let's go in and have a look. Right, a few things in here. We've got another storm lantern. I'm going to have a look at those in a second and pick up the one that's the most fuel in it. Ah, finally a flare. So we've got another flare we can use to get rid of the wolves. I'm going to leave that there because that's no point picking that up. What's that down there? Tin of coffee. I will take that because I do use it. I've got more tin and canned food. I think what I'm going to do, I'm going to leave behind the bits and pieces I'm not going to take with me in the other buildings. So I will leave that because that's a bit of a waste of everything. But okay, so we've pretty much got everything from the trailer. What I think I'll do, I'll leave it behind in the other cabin just so that it's all in one place. It is a bit misty out here. Hopefully it'll clear and not get worse. I don't think you can't get inside this cabin. There are a few out there that you can't get inside, but it's worth having a quick nosy around them just in case, because you do sometimes get rifles, hatchets and hunting knives lying around outside. Particularly in these log sort areas, you might find a hatchet embedded in a log outside somewhere. Just keeping your eyes open. Let's go inside the hut then, and we'll just drop off these bits and pieces. So we've got a bit of food. I think we're probably going to drop. Not very much, just a couple of things. Drop those, and we have a pry bar. We'll drop the worst of the two pry bars, we'll keep a good one. Okay, which of these two storm lanterns? Yeah, so we'll drop that one. It's got much more fuel in it, so let's just drop these out of the way over here. Oh, that's a bit of a nuisance, hang on. There we are. Right, so we've got ourselves a little bit of a cache here for when we come back later. Right now though, what I'm planning to do, I'm going to establish myself a safe house, and then I can drop off everything that I don't need to be completely carrying around with me. And I think what I'm going to do is put that safe house over on one of the islands. There's two islands on the Coastal Highway map. Jackrabbit Island, and I think the other one's called Mablethorpe's Homestead or something along those kind of lines. I think we'll head for this one, which is I can't remember which is which if I'm completely honest. And with this mist, this is actually going to prove to be a bit of a navigation challenge. In all honesty, this is going to prove to be quite a major navigation challenge. Okay, let's head for that hut, because I think that's the broad direction that one of the islands is in. And hopefully we can find it. There's another hut over there. Let's just is a bit of a challenge, this. It's the problem when it goes misty like this, is that you can't see very far. But again, I don't want to sort of just sit around and make a boring video, so... Have a quick look inside this hut. Ah, we've got quite a lot of firewood in here, actually. Let's have a look in these cupboards, see if there's anything.
I think I can use this.
We'll leave those. We'll take that. We'll take those. We've got in the drawer. And nothing. We've got in the other drawer. Bit of cloth. We'll leave that. We've probably sort plenty of cloth out later. And we've got some more food, and we have a stove. Temperature-wise, we're actually at -4. Oh, this is really tricky. I think I'm going to head this way because I can see trees, which indicates one of the two islands. But I've got to be careful because the bear's den is right underneath one of the islands. So I don't really want to go walking straight into the bear. That would properly suck. That's interesting. Okay, I'm going to go with that being the main part of the island rather than that little outcrop, which I honestly don't remember. Whether they've redesigned this slightly or whether I'm just approaching it from a different angle, I'm not sure. But we've got one of the islands here. I'm not sure which one it is. We'll find out when we get onto it. I'm going to use the island as a safe house. It makes a slightly better place than the gas station. So we're going to come up here and use the island. It'd be interesting to see whether this has changed, you know, because I honestly don't recall sort of an extra little bit sticking out of either of the two islands. So this is interesting, unless I'm approaching it from an odd angle, which I probably am in all fairness. Okay. Judging by the number of rabbits, I'm going to hazard a guess that this is Jackrabbit Island. And I'm going to reckon there's a dead dude there, so let's see what he's got on him. Nothing. Corpses have not been kind to us. It is Jackrabbit Island. Okay. So this one's Jackrabbit Island. As you can see, lots of rabbits. Great place for snares and things like that if you want to catch rabbits. Obviously you have to be careful though, because where you get rabbits you get predators, which means you get the wolves up here, so you need to be a little bit careful. I'm pretty sure this is not what it looked like before. I'm pretty sure this has changed slightly. Never mind, let's head on inside. Nice sizable building. Here we go. The only downside with this particular building is that there is no fireplace or internal stove. If you just kind of look around, you can see there's a bathroom here, bedroom, it's all on one level. We have a kitchen, but we don't have a fireplace. And we don't have a fireplace in here or any kind of stove. So you can't light a fire indoors, you have to light it on that porch outside. But let's go through and raid. Excuse me. For now, this is going to be my my base. I'm going to use this as my base. So once we've raided, we shall set ourselves up, and we'll sort things out and get ourselves organised. Just realised I've actually got a nearly full storm lantern here, so let's get that lit so we can see what we're doing. Yeah, that's the door we came in through, wasn't it? The freezer, got the fridge. I'll tell you what, supplies in the cupboards in buildings are certainly a lot rarer than they used to be. When this map first came out, way back when, it made the game too easy because there was just so much loot in these cupboards. You could gather enough from one building to survive for 40 days. So they have now sorted the balance out a little bit and made things a little bit scarcer, which is probably better really. Okay, anything in the microwave? yes, another cup of herbal teas. Yeah, quite a favourite at the moment.
No, good at not being useful.
More coffee. And some light fuel, that's quite well. In this cabinet we have got some crackers. So we're getting a bit of food from here, which is good. We'll put it on the kitchen table, I think. There is a kitchen table, isn't there? There isn't a kitchen table. No, okay, we'll put it on the countertop then.
Probably useful.
Oh, no, we won't put it in the fridge. We've got a fridge, we'll put it in there. That is what I tend to do with my food supply. I use the fridge and the freezer. Then you know where it all is. And we've got the can on the top. We'll take that. We can't do anything with that metal pan. Okay, so what we'll do, all the food we're carrying, we'll drop it in here. I mean, I do mean literally all of it. So that just lightens the load. Right, so, did we miss anything in here? I don't think we did. Did that cupboard, nothing hiding underneath, anything under the table, nothing under the sofa. It's good, okay. Let's have a quick look in the bedroom then. See what's in here. Anything in this cupboard? Nothing. We've got a wall hat. I will take that, we'll just compare it to the toque, see which is the better option. It's in the drawer. Nothing. We've got some wool socks. Whoops, we've got another orange soda. Anything under the bed? As I can see, drawers. So this is kind of your strategy. Come in and you pretty much raid everything. And at the moment I am taking everything, and I'm going to drop it all into one container, so I know where it all is. Anything in here? We've got a medicine shelf, that's always useful. Sewing kit. We've got a bandage over here, anything in this cabinet? Newsprint, anything in the bath? Nope. And obviously we've got the water, which we are going to take. There we go. Okay, so I think we've pretty much raided this place then. So what we'll do, I'm going to put spare clothing in here. So let's just have a quick look at this wool hat. Oh, it's not a very good hat anyway, so let's get rid of it. Shoes can go in there, the jeans can go in there, and that spare pair of... Actually, no, we'll pop that pair of socks in there and put the other pair on, since they're in slightly better condition. So just saves us repairing things. There we go. Okay, so that's all that sorted. Food I've put in the fridge, haven't I? And other equipment and supplies I will put in here. So if we've got a spare kit we don't need to be carrying around with us. Yeah, we don't need to... Whoops, we don't need to carry all these matches around with us. Just enough to start a fire. Out in the field, let's drop lantern fuel, we'll drop that flare shell, and we'll drop both sewing kits. We'll sort our medical supplies out in a minute, so let's just get ourselves organised. So, sewing kit, some other lantern fuel, some more lantern fuel. Whoops, daisies. We've got some matches. In fact, we'll put those at that. Whoops, we'll put those at that end. It's always worth getting yourselves organised, then you just know where everything is. You can sort of see at a glance what you've got, and it just looks better. Put that there then. More matches. More matches. There's cardboard matches. And then we've got this flare shell, which we shall just drop there. Okay, so got ourselves organised. We are in our new base camp. Let's turn this off so we're not wasting too much fuel. We've got 10 hours of daylight left. Condition is pretty good. Well, it's 100%. We're still overweight. It's because we're carrying a lot of wood and things like that. Hang on, let's just pop this back on again. Right. I'm actually going to drop all that in here because this is the door that I'm going to be using to go out to do this. So, I'm going to drop all of the wood there. I'm then going to drop I'm carrying 5 books, so I'm going to drop all of those. Are we carrying anything else? We're dropping quite a few sticks, so I'm probably going to drop. Let's drop 15 of those. Need to be carrying all those around, and we've got some newsprint. So let's harvest all this down into tinder plugs, and then we can drop the spare tinder plugs as well. Oops! Although what I will do before I carry much further is turn that off, so I'm not wasting fuel while we're harvesting. So, just a bit of housekeeping, getting ourselves organised, and ready to roll. Okay, so I think I mentioned in the last video that we went karting, we've been go-karting, proper 60 mile an hour, proper decent karts, and I think I've pretty much decided I'm going to get myself down there quite regularly. It's not too far away; it's only about an hour's drive, and I can go and get some practice and hopefully take part in their little championship league that they've got going. That'd be pretty cool. It's a bit of a break from other things as well, doesn't it? So that'd be quite cool, and hopefully I can get my rallying license as well, and then we can go and have a bit of fun. I've noticed I've got a few extra bits of car stuff and things on my channel, and that's kind of how it's going to be. It's games, trains and automobiles, I think I put it down as. Anything else that I may be interested in except photography, so I have a separate channel for that. If you haven't found that one already, that's the Photography Bloke channel. Is dedicated to my photography stuff. I've only got a couple of videos on that one at the moment though, but there's a lot more content coming for that one as well. You'll get to see. Let's get rid of 3 of those. 1 of those and 6 of those, I think. 6 plus there. Okay, so where's that leave carrying capacity? Looking better. 4 kilos. We just don't have much food on us. Right. I kind of want to go and do a little bit of exploring. We've got 8 hours of daylight left. Let's get rid of that. I kind of want to go and do a little bit of exploring. Let me take some food with me. I'm going to take that, I'm going to take that, I'm going to take those. I'm not going to take any of the meat because I don't want to trap the wolves. I have mine. Now, do I need to take my bedroll? I bet I had to, just in case. As of yet, I don't know where I'm going to end up. Most places in Coastal Highway have a bed, but not all. So. Okay, weather's got worse, so we're probably not going to be doing too much exploring, but while we're here, let's do a little bit of harvesting. So, put these rose hips. We could actually probably make some rose hip tea with that. Can't harvest the furling because I broke the hatchet, which I'm still annoyed about, even though that was about 3 videos ago. That's a slightly different tree. Is that a birch? It doesn't look white enough. It's a slightly different tree though. That branching. We got a stick. Let's take that. So we've obviously got something dead over here, but we already know that because we've already found it. Okay, so Jackrabbit Island is obviously not the one with the bear den, at least I don't think it is. I think it's that one, which is going to be Mablethorpe's homestead. It is actually clearing. I've just realised I can see that now, so it's suddenly cleared. Well, did we harvest that, or was there more than one? Could have been more than one. The gas station is, I think, the only place with a workbench on this map. My memory serves me. As you can see, we've got a wolf over there. Is that a wolf? No, it's a deer. We've got. Yes, I've got my bearings now. I recognise place a little bit better. Let's try and get some sticks and some old man's beard. I have old man's beard coming up. But the gas station over in the town, which is over that way, is the only place where there's a workbench. And that is one of the more dangerous places on the map, so... Okay, let's just sprint to the top of here just to get there a little bit quicker. More sticks. I'll gather these sticks, obviously, because I can't harvest firewood at the moment, so... I'm tempted to head over to Mablethorpe's homestead. I've got plenty of durations, no obvious predators between us and it. So let's make our way over. So we can always stay overnight there if we need to. The two huts are very similar. If I recall, I think this might be a two-storey hut, but other than that, it's virtually the same. Just keeping our eyes open. One thing about being out here on the water is it is quite good, is that you do get a good view around you. You can see what's happening. Quite a wide distance, so it's a bit safer. If you go too far that way, by the way, you get onto the weak ice, and eventually you will break through it, and that's the kind of definition, the boundary of the map. So you don't want to go too far that way. If you hit weak ice, turn around quick. So once you go through it, I think that's it. I've never done it. What I probably need to do is just fire up a new game and just kind of test some of these instant death theories and see whether they actually happen, like falling off the ravine bridge or falling into the thin ice, whether you do actually instantly die. I'll have to deliberately give that one a try, sacrifice another save game. Let's give that one a go. Okay, so the wind's picking up. It's not too nice at the moment. Now we do have to be a bit careful. We are pretty close to the bear's hideout, which is just around that corner to the right. And he does wander up this island occasionally, but not very often, unless you tempt him up here. So we will keep an eye open. You do get wolves up here. I thought I saw a small man's beard, but I must have been mistaken. Let's come over the top of the hill. Okay, we've got a wolf. I can hear a wolf. I don't know where the wolf is. The wolf is there. It's Misanthropes, not Mablethorpe. I'm making things up now. I don't know where the wolf is. I don't know where the wolf is. The wolf is there. I'm going into the door, so all is well. I don't want to test that theory. Having been jumped by a wolf on what I thought was an impenetrable porch, I don't really want to test that theory again. Okay, let's do a little bit of raiding then.
Must be prepared for anything.
Absolutely. Do a little bit more raiding. No, we don't want to light that. No, I don't want to break it down. I want to light my lantern. There we go. We've got some matches. We'll take those. I'll tell you what, it's nice being on a new map. You get to raid all over again and find loads of stuff and things. Newsprint. That doesn't go anywhere. That's a bit odd. That door doesn't actually go anywhere. We have some more soup. We have more newsprint. Anything in the fridge? No. Anything in the freezer? No. Okay. Right. We'll do the big tour cupboard first. Then we'll go through the kitchen cupboards. Dear, we're not doing very well here, are we? Microwave? Nope, nothing in the microwave. Okay, let's go through the kitchen cupboard, see what we get. We're not doing too bad on food at the moment, actually. Actually doing pretty good on food. We found a fair bit. We can go hunting as well. There's deer and things around. So there's still quite a lot of places we haven't raided on this map yet, so... I am in two minds. I am going to use Jackrabbit Island, I think, as a base for the time being, but I am in two minds because there is another cabin which is nearer to Desolation Point, transition area, but it is right on the other side of the map, so it's miles away from the trip back to Cherry Lake. So I think I will go with Jackrabbit Island and use that as my safe house. It's a little bit safer than this one because it hasn't got a bear living outside. Okay, so we pretty much raided this room. We've raided this one, so let's head upstairs. It's a bit weird when you think about it that we're actually sort of rifling through somebody's home. We don't know the circumstances. We don't know why they're not here. So, oh, that's rifle ammunition. That's what we want. We are encumbered, but that's fine. Got some rifle ammunition. Another book. Some more salty crackers. Some more salty crackers. Another heavy wool sweater. I'm going to take all this back to my other base.
This stuff will come in handy.
Unless we really do get really encumbered, then I won't. But at the moment we're okay. The weather outside's not sounding too great, so I think we're going to be ending this video in here. Hunting knife. Totally didn't see that. Spare hunting knife. Shame it's not a hatchet, but there you go. Can't have everything. Hopefully we'll find a hatchet on this map to replenish the one that we foolishly disposed of. I'm going to take the water. We'll probably eat and drink our way out to something before we move back across. Some water here as well. Let's go. Anything in here? Anything? No? Anything in here?
I think I can use this.
Okay. Well, there we go. So that's pretty much raided this building. Where do we stand? 6 hours daylight left, but the weather outside doesn't seem particularly great. So let's do a little bit of housekeeping. Let's break down these prints. I'm really hoping, knowing that I'm filming this video a couple of weeks in advance for when it's actually going to go out, that by this point, I've got my new graphics card in, and I've got my new monitor, and we're getting a bit of PC-based Fallout 4 content out there. And some Kerbal Space Program content as well, because that's pretty cool. I've also kind of decided if I start doing this karting, I'm going to see if I can film some videos from karting as well. And I'm going to do a little bit more on-car stuff, but that's going to end up on my other channel, I think, because it is sort of more photography related. Okay, we're 8 kilos over. We've got 6 hours of daylight left. It sounds windy, but it's not gone to question marks, so it's obviously the visibility's okay. Let's just stick our head outside the door. Let's extinguish this, swap it for a flare, just in case Wolfie's still there. Let's just have a quick look outside. See what the weather looks like. Really windy. Temperature's okay. Just a bit concerned that I am going to be walking head on into this. So we know there's a wolf around. So I need to go that way. I want to get back to Jack. We're going to give it a go. Let's go for it. Let's be kamikaze, because I'm very good at doing that. I'm not going to risk going and harvesting. Do you know, I thought I saw some old man's beer, and I did. It is over there, but I'm not going to go and harvest it. I wasn't seeing things. Okay, let's head down. Quick blind spot checks. Think as if you're on your motorbike. Blind spot checks, shoulder checks. Make sure there's no, in this case, bears. Let's make our way back across. What's the temperature looking like? We're looking okay. I have been told that being out in wind like this does damage your clothing, so wolf skin coat's currently at 85, deer skin pants are at 49, so let's see if that drops by the time we get across to Jarrow Island. I don't know whether that only applies to Stalker mode, because I'm not in Stalker mode. Voyager mode. Okay, so what we'll do, we'll make our way back across to Jackrabbit Island, and we shall call it a day for this particular video. We're doing pretty well, I have to be honest. I'm really happy with how this is going so far. We are, how many days in are we? 34 days in. We have only just moved to Coastal Highway, so we've still got plenty of time on this this map. We've still got plenty to explore, and we can also head over to Desolation Point, which if I can't find a hatchet, I'm going to have to anyway, and go and explore Desolation Point. And then we can sort of decide what we're going to do next. Also, we've got Pleasant Valley that we haven't been to yet, and we also have Timberwolf Mountain, which so far I've still not been to full stop at all. So I've been to every other region, other playthroughs, but I've still not been to Timberwolf Mountain at all. So that could be interesting if we find our way over there at some point. I'm kind of thinking there's something that dawned on me just after I finished recording the last video. We set ourselves that little goal to create all the animal skin clothing, and we've done that. We've succeeded in that now. So we need to think of something to do next. And I think what we're going to do is set the goal of getting to 100 days, because I've not managed that yet. My longest duration is 69 days. And we're a third of the way there when you think about it. We're over 33 days in. So we're over 33 days in. So we're kind of a third of the way there. And we did all that on one map. And we've still got 4 other regions that we haven't really explored yet. Coastal Highway, Destination Point, Timberwolf Mountain, and Pleasant Valley. The Destination Point's only very small, but we won't be able to stay there for very long. But we stay there for a little while. So I think we're going to go with that. I think we're going to set that as the new target, is to get to 100 days, which will be a new record for me. I think that gets the achievement as well, if you make it 100 days. I think that's Centurion, I think, is the achievement. And I think that's a good target, good goal. Okay, so we are back at our base camp on Jackrabbit Island. So what we'll do, we'll just sort of get ourselves organised, and then we shall sleep. So, what have we got? We can drop down here. I've got plenty more tinder plugs I can drop onto that pile. So let's drop. We'll drop 10. No, we'll drop 11. No, we'll drop 11. Sticks. I did drop 11 sticks, didn't I? Yep. We shall drop. Those. Let's drop. We'll drop 10. I've got 15. Okay. In here, I think I'm going to put crafting supplies. There's a cupboard here, isn't there? Let's put spare crafting supplies in this cupboard. So Old Man's Beard can all go in there. Rose Hips can all go in there. The feather can go in there, and that's fine for that. Okay. Let's drop. What have we got here? We need lantern fuel, accelerant. We've got some rifle ammunition, but I will load that to the rifle, I think. Spare knife. Let's drop that. We've now got some. We'll let's drop that. Spare some matches. Okay, so let's get that sorted out onto the table. So we've got some accelerant, a spare hunting knife, some spare matches, some more lantern fuel. Only small bottles, and they're not all full, but better than nothing. Okay, anything else we can drop down here? Food we'll hang on to for now. Medical stuff we shall hang on to for now. Well, until we go through here anyway. Okay, so here in the bedroom, in this cupboard, we shall get rid of this spare clothing. So get rid of that. Get rid of those. Get rid of the gloves. Get rid of the jeans. Get rid of the heavy wool sweater, because we've already got one. And get rid of the boots. In fact, that heavy wool sweater is better, so I might come in and sort of do a bit of a re-evaluation for now. Okay. And medicine cabinet. We're not encumbered anymore, so we move around a bit quicker. Well, we are slightly encumbered, but not as encumbered. Medical cabinet. Let's ditch half these painkillers. We don't need to be carrying those around with us. Get rid of those. That's all. Good. Get rid of this as well. Right. Okay, so we are still encumbered, though, strangely. I can only assume that's because of food and water. Oh yeah, we've got quite a lot of water there. Well, we'll sort all that out once we've slept, because we're obviously going to use some of it now. Okay, so we'll call that a day for this one then. We are 34 days, 9 hours in. We are still in Coastal Highway, so let's have a quick look at our summary. Oh heck. This is happening a lot. It's because I'm not travelling long distances, then doing a lot of time accelerated stuff. Okay, we'll have to do this the wrong way around then. So let's go ahead and eat. I'm going to use the food that's worst condition first. Obviously we've got a lot more stored away, but we'll use all of this first. Yeah, we'll use the can opener. This gives us 750. I'm then going to eat those crackers. I think they give us 600 calories. That's pretty good, but they make you thirsty. So you always eat those before you... actually, no, I'm not going to, because I've got enough calories to get me through the night. So let's just drink. That'll get us below weight, or nearly. Okay, so if I now sleep through the night, I've got 4 hours of daylight left, so actually I'm going to bed a little early, but I've kind of used up everything I can do at the moment before we can travel a little bit further. And we'll just drink again, and then we shall sleep just through to daylight, and then we'll write our journal. So if I just do another 4 hours, then we shall do our journal, and we shall call it a video. Okay, so let us do our journal, as we're now in a new day. Let me just have a quick, we'll just go back and have a quick look at what we did. We visited a whole new host of areas, and the same on the previous day. Whole new host of places we visited. These are just generic images. These aren't images we took when we got there, which is a bit of a shame, really. It's actually, I really quite like looking back through this. It's quite interesting. Okay, so let's look through our journal then. So what have we done in this video? We headed to the islands. We have set up our safe house on Jack Rabbit Island. Looted supplies, organised our safe house. That's pretty much all we've done in this video, but we'll go off and do a little bit of exploring next time round. We shall head across probably to the town and see what we can find over in the town. But for now we'll call it a day, so thank you very much for watching, and I shall see you again very soon.